So welcome to Low-K. It's a pleasure for us to have you. We are going to start with the first question. How would you define your actual music style, and how has your musical style evolution been during your career?
Well, I've been releasing music since about 20 and more years, and it's been like a long journey to just explain the whole evolution of the music or my personal music. I keep like saying my music is sexy, groovy, and makes people smile, and no matter when in my journey, it has always been that way, so this has not changed. So that's the easiest way how to explain my music. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to the journey, I feel like EDX journey was always like a kind of thing that was going into circles, like from the house. I always had like kind of a house approach, always trying out like different boundaries, sometimes a little bit more progressive, for some periods a little bit more deep, then maybe some more groovy, so it's like an ongoing journey.
Yeah. Okay, next question. After many years in the musical industry, there has been a huge technological evolution. Is it easy to adapt to all the new DJ stuff, like devices, software, features? And do you think that the real essence of what mixing is, it's being lost?
Well, I don't think like that. When it comes to DJ 2019, like the mixing has really like very big importance, because I feel like DJs these days, it's more about their own music, about their own songs, the way they actually combine a set, like the journey of the DJ set. So it's nice to have all this technology that really help to kind of focus on other stuff than like the technical factor. I'm old-fashioned. I used to DJ with like real 12-inch LPs, and later on I went through CDs, then now with just like USB sticks. But I was never one of these DJs that used a laptop. I don't really like the kind of out-of-the-box laptop DJ experience. Yeah. It's not the real thing in my point of view when it comes like to this DJ soul that you're just like mentioning. But I don't think it's so important, because at the end of the day, it's all that matters is like the music and the show that you put together. Like it's a combination of like the vibe, the order you mix, and the way you talk and are interactive with your fans, you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay, next one. You usually use the concept Ibiza Sunset Remix, India Summer Remix for your remixes. What do they mean, and when did you start to use them?
I started to name these my remixes in 2007, I think, like Indian Summer and Ibiza Sunset or Miami Sunrise or vice versa. And back then I was traveling a lot to these countries and I was playing shows, and I always kept like a certain special moment inside me, or a vibe or a feeling during these travels, which I always wanted to put back into my music. So this all started with like a whole meaning and idea behind this, and it turned now like 10 years later more into like kind of genre or like a definition of the mix. So if it's like a mix that's like a little bit more happy or chill, it will be an Indian Summer remix. If it's more housey record, a little bit more disco, then it will be a Dubai Skyline remix, and so on.
Okay. Next one. Do you change the music style of your set depending on the country, or depending if you are playing in a club or in a festival?
Well, you know, luckily there is like a fusion of all this in one over the last few years, with electronic music being on the rise again. So there is like no need of really like adapting a lot. But of course, if you play a smaller set, a smaller venue, then you need be playing maybe more intimate set than when you play like a big festival with a lot of people. It's not only about like the stage or the festival. It could also be like, what if I play at 3 p.m. or I play at 1 a.m. in the night, or maybe at 8 p.m. during the sunset, you know? So it's like, I always try somehow to give a feeling to my music, with the moment, and this can definitely vary in different sets sometimes. But like the main structure, I would say is 70%, 80%. Mostly it's the same over a few weeks or months during the year, especially in the summer.
Cool. Next one, Tinderbox has multiple initiatives focused on recycle and sustainability. What do you think about this initiative, and should this initiative be spread?
They should start changing this. No plastic.
Yeah.
No, anyways, no, of course, like bringing awareness to like thousands of people when it comes like to ecological aspects is something very, very important, and in a very fast going world where everything is fast and you don't actually fix anything. You just like, you buy something, it breaks, you throw it away. You know, you buy something new, you don't fix it. Like, it's not only with like objects, it's also with like just relations. You just like, okay, go fuck it. So I think it's very important to bring this awareness to the crowd, and if you have the chance in such a big way to create awareness, it's something really cool. I've seen a lot of other people doing this, a lot of other festivals, and I think each of the DJs I know, they are somehow active in their own kind of way how they want to approach it.
Now to finish, we have some short questions. The first one, producing or DJing?
Both.
Both, okay. Below 120 BPMs or above?
Above.
Favorite track at this moment?
This moment. Actually, I have multiple favorite tracks, but it always depends about
one of them.
The situation. I'm just like thinking which one. It's like a new record by Daniel Portman. I really like. It's called Open Gates.
Okay. Favorite artist at this moment?
I don't know.
Okay, an underrated artist?
Well, there's like a lot of underrated artists. There's a lot of like people that do really good music, high quality, and they're just like not making the music that is on vogue or like being supported right now. Like 2 years ago, I said Nora and Pure. Now she's been very successful.
Yeah.
This year, it's very hard. I don't know. Many out there. It would not be okay to just name one.
Yeah. And the last one collaboration that you would like to do?
Well, you know, it could be like a collaboration with like Barry White. This was always like a dream of like Marvin Gaye, which won't work right now. But in the electronic field, it's very hard because I think every producer, composer is like more looking into the song, and most of the time you'd rather want to collaborate with someone that has like really the swag on the kind of composition and songwriting side than on the production or like on the being famous side. So when I was like younger, I always wanted to collaborate with Madonna. I don't know if this has changed. Maybe yes, maybe no. Who knows?
Okay, so time is over.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for your time.
Sure.
Say goodbye to the fans of Love K.
Ciao.